Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Blue Lotus Vibes, and if you seen the thumbnail of this video and you seen the beginning of this video where I showed you all the different information, then you know we're doing an unboxing of the HTV Ront manual hat heat press. So let's go. So I've already taken it out of the box. When you first open it, it is packaged up. You have your instructions on top of it. Of course, this comes straight off. And y'all know in true blue fashion, mine is blue. Okay? You have your platinum. This is the first one. And it is lightweight. Shouldn't be a problem to get out, and it's not. Comes straight out. You have your feet packaged in there. Everything is packaged real good. We're going to take this off, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. You have a platinum that's already on here, and then you have this platinum. This is the big one. This is the small one. Like I said, it has feet to it. You can put the feet on if you would like. I'm not going to put it on at this moment. We're going to go ahead and move that out the way. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. And we're going to give it a whirl. I have the manual right here, and it shows you the different functions and parts of the actual press itself. Different things that you would need to know. Very detailed. And it also has the material. And I'm going to put that right there so you can see it. So it will show you on here whatever material that you're using, what temperature it needs to be set at. So I'm going to go ahead and look over this. And I'm going to go ahead and set it because we will be working on vinyl. Okay, so I had too many failed attempts with other heat presses that I have tried when I was trying to do my hat some time ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and put this through the test and see if we can finally get those words onto this hat. Okay, so the switch is at the bottom. Let me move it back so you can see. The switch is at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and cut it on. I'm going to move this manual out the way. Like I said, it is up to you whether you want to use your other platinum. It is also up to you if you would like to put your feet on. I don't think this is going to be the final resting place, so no, I'm not going to put the feet on here yet. Okay, so we're going to play around with buttons. And this first button right here, you have your up and down arrow. That says down, this one says up. We're going to hit that, and that is to take your temperature up for whatever material you might be using. Let me look at this again, so that I can make sure that I will be setting this on the right one. And we're going to go, this one says 293. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the first button first. And I'm going to go up. So as you can see, it goes like that. And you can hold it down to make it go quicker. Or you could press like I did. Okay, so we had 293. Now I'm going to go at the bottom, which is your seconds. And I'm going to take this up to 25. I'm going to hit that again. And now we're waiting for the temperature to get ready and heat up for us. I can feel the temperature right here. Another thing, if you want to put on gloves, you can. Okay, also I do have bucket hats, and we are going to also test it out with a couple of bucket hats. But right now, I want to definitely test this out on this hat. This is a regular hat, nothing special to it. We're going to go ahead and try it out. This right here is your handle for you to put the hat on. You're going to put the hat on like that. I'm going to hold this like this. And you want to tighten it, okay? So this will tighten the back of the hat. And as you can see, it is snug. I'm going to pull it down to make sure it's all the way down enough. And I'm going to take and turn it to me so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and release that again. And I want to make sure I get a tight grip on the front bill of my hat. I'm going to go ahead and do that like that. I'm going to make sure, and it's beeping to let you know it's ready. I'm going to go ahead, pull that platinum down like that. Pull it down on the platinum, the hat. It's tight right here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my vinyl that's going to go on there. So this is what it says right here. I'm going to go ahead and place this. And this is hot, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all be careful. You don't touch that like I almost did. Let me bring some more light in here for us. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and basically line this back up how this should be on my hat. Like this. Make sure I got it lined up right. And we're going to be like that. Okay. So now I want to put some type of tape on here. So let me go ahead and grab some heat tape so that we can get it a little bit more secure than what it is. Let me find my scissors. And we're going to put some on each side. Just to make sure that we are locked in place. Okay. Alright. So let's go ahead. Cut this like this. And I'm going to make sure I have it locked in where I want it to go at. And we're going to do this on each side. You can use a Teflon sheet if you would like. If not, you don't have to. All right. I feel like this is pretty much in place. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, that's another thing. I did not set the pressure. I did not check the pressure. You know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. I feel like I need to, even though I have already pressed something on there some time ago, let me go ahead and grab a Teflon sheet, and I want to kind of pre-press and get any moisture that might still be in the hat from the hat sitting around. Okay, I have grabbed my Teflon sheet, and this way I'll also be able to test my pressure and everything. Okay, so this is not tight at all to me. Let me make sure it's tight enough. There we go. And I'm going to see how that's going to work. I just wanted to do that enough to take any moisture out. And yes, you really have to make sure you pull that. Okay? That is real hot. And I don't think I need... Let me make sure I got a glove on, because we're not going to have this problem. We're not going to get that burning problem, that burning sensation going. Okay, so I'm wanting this to pretty much go right here. And let me make sure I got this lined up right. And I want to say it's going to go right here. Trying to line it up with the pieces that I already had on here previously that did not work out. Okay. And just like that, I'm going to go ahead and, for my sake, I'm going to go ahead and put this back down on here Remember, we do have it down here tight. We have the temperature at 293, and we do have it for 25 seconds. I'm going to lock it in, and let's see what we get. Okay, we have went the full 25. Like I said, be careful when you pull it up. Feel kind of cool, don't? Yeah. Then again, it's hot. Let me not. Yeah, I'm just trying to see something, y'all. Okay. Make sure this is on tight enough for me. And I might need to bring the pressure down a little bit more. Let me see something. Yeah. So you want to make sure that when you have it on here, that you have it, everything up under. Everything as far as your template or whatever, you want to make sure that it is right up under this arch piece. So I'm going to see how this came out. If it did not, then I will reposition that and put it on here so that it will come out the way it should. And no. Let me pull this up because, baby, y'all heard that pop. Be careful though. Hot. Be careful. But, look what we got going on with the pressure and everything. I let it cool off. Come on, HTV Ron. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Finally got that hat. Finally got that hat right. Because them other two presses, baby, they weren't working. Okay, now we got to put it through the test one more time. Because I'm going to try it out on a bucket hat. Okay, so I do have a few little daisies. And I have the little pieces that go in them as well. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little layering. We're going to put it to the test. We're going to do a little layering. So I'm going to put this one inside of here, and the white circle will go in there. But before we get started, we want to take our bucket hat. Make sure you remove any tags that don't belong in there, especially not the plastic ones. And we're going to go ahead and put our hat on. Okay. I'm going to hold this again because like I said, I do not have the feet locked in. And I'm going to pretty much figure out exactly where I want this to go. So I'm going to unlock this again. And I'm going to pretty much get my hat situated to how I want it to be. Here go the inside piece. I'm going to go ahead and pull that down. So that will help me as well. And I'm going to pull this back a little bit like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. Okay, now I have that locked in. I have this tight like that. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and take some of the moisture out. Like I said, I have it on tight. Tight. You don't have to have it on this tight. I just have it on this tight because I wanted to really make sure. And I know I'm going to have to lock these feet in. But I just wanted to make sure I got a good pressure on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and take one of our flowers off. We don't need all this plastic cover sheet. So we're going to go ahead and minimize that. I'm going to go in here. And we're going to put one right here. And I'm going to put a white one next to it as well. And then we're going to go in and put our little inner piece in as well. So let me go ahead and cut this. Like I said, we don't need all of this transfer tape. So we're going to go ahead, cut that off. I'm going to go in with our other flower. And I'm just going to put that one like this. Okay. So I have that exactly right in the platinum piece of the curve where it will go down. Let me make sure y'all can see. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and lock this in. Go straight down and pull down tight. Okay, now our countdown is on 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and pull it up. And as soon as you pull up, as you can see, it cuts off. I'm going to cool that off a little bit. Going to go ahead and cut our little pieces that go inside of there. So I'm going to cut across here. Get our little dots lined up. That's one. And I'm not going to need this one at the moment because that's another white one. We're going to get our yellow dot to go with our white flower. And we're going to have the white dot for our yellow flower. So we're just going to opposite them. Okay, so I'm going to cut around like that. Going to put that right there. Move this extra tape out the way that we do not need. And now it should be pretty cool so that we can go ahead and peel off. And it peels off just like that. And we're going to go ahead and peel the other one off. Nothing is raising up. And it's pretty much good to go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put in our white dot. And we're going to go ahead and put the yellow dot in. Okay. Let me make sure I have this lined up properly. I'm going to turn it to me so that I can see it. And we're going to go in and make sure we pretty much line. I got to make sure it's nothing on that. I think something's on that Teflon sheet I have. So let me grab another Teflon sheet. And because I already previously put some vinyl down, I feel safe to go ahead and put another Teflon sheet over top of that so that we don't get anything on the platinum of our top piece. And we're going to go down just like this. Remember, 2 hands, pull down. As soon as it beeps, we're going to be ready to see what we got. Okay. That is the beep. Uh-oh. See, this is why you want to put the feet down. I just didn't want to put my feet down, but y'all be careful, okay? We're going to let that cool for a little bit. Just for a little bit. But it's very nice and compact, so wherever you would like to put it, it'll be a wonderful addition to your crafting area. It really would. I'm in love with it already, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. I'm in love with it already. I'm in love with it already. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off. I'm going to go ahead and peel that one off as well. As you can see, it's stuck down with no problem. I'm going to bring it closer to y'all. And we're going to go ahead and put these in. And we're going to be done. We're going to be done. And I am very satisfied. Very, very satisfied. Like I said, you want to make sure you have pressure. Whatever item you are using at that moment, make sure that you put enough pressure on there. Make sure you put enough temperature on there. And make sure you put enough time, definitely. Let me back this up a little bit so you can see. You want to make sure you put enough time, enough pressure. Pressure up here. You want to make sure you have enough time as far as your heat. And make sure you lock this in. Make sure you position your hat where you want it at. If you feel like you need to use a Teflon sheet, do so that you do not mess up your platinum at the top. When you push this down, make sure you lock it in place. Okay? And as you can see, the timer counts down. And like I said, go ahead and put your feet on. I just didn't put mine on because I'm gonna find what spot I want to put this in. But make sure you put your feet on. It's suction cups. I'm gonna take it out the pack to let y'all see that. And we are done. As you can see, I'm holding down, I'm pulling down. I'm gonna let that cool for a minute. While I'm letting that cool, let me take these out the pack so that you can see the suction cups. So these are how they look. You want to make sure you put them at the bottom. Let me pull this back so you can see it. You want to make sure that you put them at the bottom. They screw on. So you have your 4 and an extra one. So you have four suction cups. Make sure y'all can see. You have four suction cups. Okay? You have those 4, and they gave you an extra one. And then you have the bolts to bolt them down. And make sure they're locked in at the top. So these are the bolts that came with it as well. I'm going to put everything back in here, because once I decide to lock it in, I will. But they gave you an extra one as well to make sure that you can have a spare just in case. Just in case. Remember that they do have 2 platinums. That's the big one that I have on right now at the time. But they also, and this is how the back of it looks, they also have the smaller one, as you can see. Or is this the bigger one? Nope. This is the smaller one. That's the big one. Okay. We're going to go ahead and, as you can see, the control. Just that easy. Cut it off. Cut that off. We're going to unlock the hat, as you can see. Pull this up. This is not hot to the touch, but that is. So you don't want to touch the top. This is okay. Not too hot to the touch. But you want to make sure you do not touch that, because you will be, okay? Gloves. If you feel like you might be a little accident prone, please get some gloves and put on. But we're going to go ahead and take this off. As you can see, come right off. Come right off. And it is in there. As you can see, it is in there. This came out real good. So, honest review, I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to do more things with it, because there is more that you can do other than hats. But this is what the first hat looked like. Okay. And I had so many errors and problems with another heat press, hat press that I did use. We won't call no names. We don't have to. But anyway, it came out good as a workaround, and it came together. I like it. I'm sold. I love it. Okay. And this is what the second one looked like. It came out nice. It's cute. Good to go. So, if you don't have a hat press, I recommend that you go ahead, check out HTV Ront, and go ahead and get you a manual. That's manual. A manual hat press. Until next time, I love y'all. See y'all next time. Next video. Peace.